sat entirely too long with his audience participation. Stand up. Please.
I have no idea.
All right.
They're probably back there.
Give me an eye. Eye. Give me a.
Oh.
Give me a. Give me a M. M. Give me a B. B. And give me a Y. Y. What does it spell? N. You're probably confused. I think you've heard of NIMBYs. We are not. We are the MPs in my backyard. We're here to talk to you about. We have Doug and Ruth.
And Linda.
I'm Kathy, and Linda Marie is
Here.
Here in spirit.
here in spirit. Actually, she's here in more spirit.
She's here.
So we'd like to talk to you about sweet equity.
Ta-da. You can sit. Oh.
Use the microphone, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. Well, I'm going to be here to talk to you about how we got started, how the process was. We are more of a practicum on the process than we are the finished product because, as you'll see, our product is going to go on for many, many years. We did not have the luxury of starting and finishing within one class season, which is fine, but we all volunteered to be on the affordable housing. And of course, we were all excited. We took the project, something that none of us knew anything about, as we were instructed. We sat down with our meeting and we went, okay, what are we going to do? So we scratched our heads and we thought and we talked and we had a meeting and we talked and we scratched our heads and we thought and we emailed and we came up with some excellent ideas. At one of our Health and Human Service days, we actually ended up having lunch with Doris Schmidt from the Housing Authority and thought it was a great idea that maybe we would tackle the Section 8 problem that she was having. Being as that there was a very long waiting list for people to get Section 8 housing in Napa, and we thought, ooh, great idea. Let's go forward, and maybe we can do some education on the landlord's part of it, that they would be more willing to accept the Section 8 vouchers. So we went forward with that and tried to get some buy-in, only to find out that we ran into a roadblock, that really wasn't the issue, that there were plenty of landlords out there for Section 8, but it was really the funding from the state that was needed to further that project. So we went back to our drawing board and sat. We should have got the wine. They had a great idea with wine. But we sat there and we came up with another idea with affordable housing, and actually what we did is we took two projects that were already in effect and created a marriage, more or less, with our Youth in Video, which is part of the Latino Film Festival that Linda Marie is so involved with. And we also took a project that's up in Calistoga right now with the Self-Help Sweat Equity Project. And we put these two together to complete our practicum that will not be completed until 2005. But with that, I'm going to turn it over to the Dougs to go more into our Youth in Video and the self-help project up in Calistoga.
Our involvement, like Ruth is saying, is not so much we're not building anything, but we're trying to put these teams together for some existing projects that'll have a long-term effect on the community. The video project is a sub affair of the Latino Film Festival, and it's called Youth in Video, and it encourages a competition that people can submit, the kids can submit videos that they've done to the Latino Film Festival, and they're judged, and some have even been picked up by HBO in the past. So we were chugging along on the wine train at leadership, and it jarred our brains enough that we came up with the idea of marrying that project with the affordable housing project that was just getting started in Calistoga, and having the kids film a documentary of the construction from beginning to end, from when the people are selected to the training that they go through, to the construction of the house, to the actual move-in. And like Ruth said, it's going to take a long time. It's going to be beyond what our class's existence, but something we want to stay involved with. This project is pulling together several groups. There's this City of Calistoga, who is funding a portion of the construction. There's the Latino Film Festival. There's the Calistoga Affordable Housing Group, which is sponsoring the affordable housing project, construction project, and the Calistoga Community Learning Center, which is providing the facilities, the computers, and that kind of thing for the kids to do it. Right now, I'd like to show a videotape. I'll just press that. Play. A real short videotape of the youth and video of the Latino Film Festival. Never see it.
I've played the camcorder.
I've never really had any experience or really good.
This is the first film half I've ever done. Now I'm filming and I'll be editing, working on the final cut, and I'm learning stuff, technical on the computer and technical on the camera, with the lights and the sound and everything.
I learned about things like f-stop, what a camera really does, how to control how light and dark it is, how to follow when you're painting something, how to write a story, whether it's fiction or nonfiction.
Te crees un macho y el gran jefe de la casa, solo porque cada reportillo tiene un servicio. Te crees muy hombrecito porque gastas la lana en drogas, borracheras y con viejas paranderas. Eres un ingrato que llegas a la casa a la hora que te da la gana. De paso maltratas a la madre de tus hijos, la mujer que te aguanta todo simplemente porque te ama.
That's the real trip.
All this drama, you always say, kind of hard being Snoop D-O-double-G. But somehow, some way, I just keep coming up with some funky ass shit.
I have a good teacher. He taught me a lot of the editing and setting up the camera and the tripod. Fun class.
I've never edited a documentary before. I learned a lot about how to go from interview to interview and how you want to have themes and subjects that you go from and try to lead into. You're sort of telling a story.
When I found out I was going to be filming the Mexican piece, Sinfonía India by Chavez, I was happy because I'm into computers and I'm into film and I really need to learn that stuff. And it seemed like a great opportunity to learn it.
I feel pretty confident now about using editing tools and using cameras and film. I feel like I could go out and make a pretty good film.
So the video class is getting formed right now. In fact, they've already had some preliminary filming. In last month, the Calistoga Affordable Housing held an open house for people who were interested in getting into this housing project, and there was a few students and the teacher who has been selected to oversee this was there to start videotaping it. There are going to be 12 students in the class, 16 years and above, and 16 years so they can go on a construction site. It's locally coordinated through the Calistoga Community Learning Center. The film project is expected to start in August. On May 27th, there's going to be an open house for interested students. They've already had, I think, about 15 students apply, and they're expecting more to do the class. And the instructor's been selected. His name is Jim Helmer, and he's with the Santa Rosa Art Quest project and also Santa Rosa Junior College, so he has some real professional leadership in that. So.
Okay. Some of the benefits for the project, first of all, to the students, role models, self-expression, learning skills, self-esteem, increased awareness, being involved, competition. These films are played in a competitive atmosphere and they can win awards, and then educational opportunities. To the community, there are lots of benefits: increased involvement and awareness, affordable housing opportunities, and to the Latino Film Festival, there's educational, and that's a compelling subject matter. We believe this film might have some legs in terms of being able to go some distance. As you know, affordable housing in Napa is a critical subject matter, and even though I'm in real estate, I knew very little about it, and I suppose I still don't know a whole lot about it, but what we tried to do, our vision simply stated, was to take the best single idea that we could find in affordable housing, and this project is it. It's really an amazing thing to see these people who have to invest a good part of their year into building these houses. One of the most remarkable things to me, and I think my colleagues here, is that they're going to build this group of homes. Is it 18? Yeah, 18 homes. Not one of the homeowners can move into the home until the last home has a certificate of occupancy. So they have to get all 18 homes finished as a group. Can you imagine what that neighborhood's going to be like, 4th of July or whatever? Or you're going to have some real neighborly love. These folks are working together as a team and building equity. It's estimated they'll have about 30%, I believe it's $30,000, is it not? $30,000 of equity by virtue of their participation in the project. So it's a significant amount of money. So the vision, simply stated, was to take this great idea and to somehow leverage it and the leverage comes through the filming. They're going to film the project, and through this film they're going to be able to show it to other, perhaps other cities in the community, other cities throughout, maybe not just Napa Valley, but maybe even in other communities through the Bay Area. And as you know, the Bay Area is just out of control price-wise. I believe the statistics would show that 90% of the inventory in Calistoga right now that's available is over $1 million. Well, it's not affordable to these people who want to live and be of service in the community.
Just a quick little bit about the construction itself. As Doug said, there's going to be 18 units. The target group is called affordable housing. There's several layers of affordable housing, from very low income, government supported type thing, to affordable housing where you're at 100 to 120% of the Napa median. This group is targeting 80% and under of the Napa County median. And that would mean for a one-bedroom or for one family home that the income would be $40,000, up to a four-family home would be about $54,000, which doesn't sound like, not bad salary, but try and buy $1 million home on $54,000 a year. So these are called sweat equity houses because the people are building part of the homes themselves. They're building up equity, this sweat equity. Get it? Sweet equity, sweat. Oh, it was okay. So they're required as a family unit to put 30 hours per week into the project, and that's a lot. Working weekends or after hours, and so you can have if it's a two-parent family, they can both be qualified to work 15 hours a week, or you can have someone else work for you, but they have to be trained. I mean, you apply to this project. And you have to meet certain qualifications. You have to have a minimum salary of $25,000 because they are required to carry a portion of the mortgage themselves. So it's not for the very, very low income. But so they build up the equity that way. That the city of Calistoga has stepped up and committed $540,000 to the project. The well, this is the old city council, yeah. So, but and they are required to carry part of the cost themselves through mortgages that are gotten through the state and federal programs. But there's not a lot of affordable housing in Calistoga, and this is a really good start for us. It doesn't meet all the requirements that Calistoga has by a long shot, but it's great for these families. And as Doug said, it really builds a sense of community when you've built yours and you've built your neighbors and you've built the neighbors down the street. And this is exciting. I mean, we're looking forward to being with this long term.
I believe that concludes our program. Thank you very much.